That is the game.
Okay, I may have to balance the...
Oh, now it says
Meow, 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 meow. Do you hear me? Testing, testing. Hello? Do you hear me?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Now I hear you.
Do you hear me on stream?
Yep.
Okay. Do you hear King of Fighters too loud, or is that alright? There should be a bunch of rock music going on right now.
That's at a low volume. At audible, I think.
I've turned it up.
That's a bit better, I think.
I can turn it up more. I just worry about drowning out. It's a very interesting choice of music. It feels like everything about this game feels like it should have come out 15 years ago. Or 10 years ago.
Maybe it did, but there was a packaging delay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play. Who should I play?
I put stop on me. Am we supposed to be seeing a caution screen filling the middle of the frame?
No, why? I should have gone to the game select now. You might be behind.
I'll just reload the stream. But I was hearing you with only a second or two of delay on the stream.
Yeah, I turned it to super low latency so that there would be a lot of interaction. I'm testing that out to see if it works well. Do you see me on webcam okay?
Oh, yeah, you're showing fine on the webcam.
Okay.
But the actual stream is just a blank white caution screen about copyright.
What, is it not allowing me to stream or something?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep.
King of Fighters won't let you stream it?
What I'm seeing is caution, duplication and distribution without permission from the copyright holder, transmission and distribution through the internet, and downloading of this game software is prohibited by law. We ask for your understanding and cooperation. So,
Really? That's just the screen that shows at the beginning.
oh, well, I've tried reloading the stream a couple of times. Your video is still showing, but...
Oh, okay, hold on. It's,
It's a black screen.
I think that was just, I don't think that was a block, I think it was just an error.
Maybe, hopefully. Your video is still showing clearly. It'll be pretty small.
Alright, give me a second.
stream muted for now, so that everything we say does not repeat. I'll unmute if I need to check anything audio.
Okay, let me know if it works. You see anything? I'm trying to get my...
Yep. In King of Fighters 14 main menu.
Okay.
It looks like it's showing now.
Okay, good. Okay. So, if anyone's in the chat, let me know, and let me know how much of a delay you get, because I will respond to you in the chat. I have to turn down the volume for myself, because this is pretty loud. My computer seems to be able to handle all of the stuff going on though right now. Is the screen frozen? I'm worried that every time I alt tab out it freezes. Can you see stuff?
Still updating.
Well, but is the cursor moving around?
I don't know about the cursor, but which fighter you have selected is changing.
Okay. Who should I play?
Who was that woman in the vest?
Woman in the vest? Okay, I'll just...
Come back.
Who, her?
No, but not a bad choice.
No, let me know if she shows
The
up.
problem is I don't know who any of them are called and what they look like, so...
Their name is underneath in blue.
That's hard to read. King. There we go.
Oh, you want King? I like King.
Yeah, why not?
Pick another character.
Say fight.
Fight? Okay. I don't know how to use her. And one more.
Please select the character. Is it supposed to be sitting on the end?
Yeah, just I need one more character, so I was wondering if you had any preferences. Let's pick Alice.
Yeah.
She's my new name.
Why not? I was gonna ask if there were any you feel particularly comfortable with. Oh, there we go.
I'll pick Vice because I'm not a user. Is my audio okay? Should I turn up my gain? Okay, I need to pick up my commands because I'm not a user. Hello? Oh yeah, she was one of the sidekicks of the main villain in their original arc. Gorefest, punch, kick, uppercut, back punch, derivation. Okay. Ow. Oh, okay. Let's move. Okay. She's fairly straightforward. I don't know how to combo her though. Again, this game looks like it should have come out 10 years ago. Or like a little older than that. It looks like around the era of like Street Fighter 4. Not a modern game, especially since everything is like hyper realistic now. If you look at like Injustice and Mortal Kombat. I like it. I mean, like, this is the sort of King of Fighters I've always wanted, but that will take some getting used to. What a super she has. Negative gain. Double rotate back plus kick. In the air, rotate down. Oh, this is something I don't know how to do.
Exploring new techniques in violence. Jumping on that poor person's head like that.
Oh, it's Billy King. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, nice counter. I figured out how to do it though.
Nice pull.
I don't know who else is watching. It might just be me and you. It says 2 people are watching, but 2 might be me and you.
That might be. I think it said 1 watching earlier.
The boobs on in this game are a little annoying though. The thing about King of Fighters though is that everybody is wearing something ridiculous. It's like the most fashionable fighting game ever, and that's kind of why I love it, because it's like everybody here looks good. Almost everybody. And it's like, yeah, Alice doesn't look like she should be fighting, but Yori doesn't either. At least it's fashionable. Like, if you're gonna make them look like sexy or exposed, you might as well look fashionable. So this is my new main, but I'm still getting used to using her. She's got a bunch of moves of different people. Like, that's like Benimaru. that's like a bunch of characters. That's like Terry Bogard. Oh my god! That's kind of like Joe. Oh no. So apparently Alice started off as a character in a pinball machine or something. Like
They had to.
sorry, what?
I was going to say, oh, and they had to originally game of pinball to release her.
Maybe. Oh my god. I don't know who this guy is, but he's very cool looking. He wears headphones. Ew.
Amazing! You lose.
That's so bizarre. Like, it's mostly people punching and kicking each other, and then occasionally a giant green hand.
Yeah, I remember those powers. Some people have powers. Some people just are like very power. I don't know. Like some people have like mystical powers, and some people can just do stuff. Yeah.
And this game looks intriguing and potentially fun, but I don't want to get into it because I don't do fighting games, and like another complicated thing to learn the nuances of.
Oh, that's totally fair. They're super.
How about that? You win.
The other one was what? Oh. Hey, it's a cutscene.
おい、ガキ、試合が始まるんだ。さっさと起きないか。やっと起きたかい。じゃあそろそろやろう。殺すか。
Oh, that's cute. So they have to make up at least one of those for every possible pairing.
No. They do in King of Fighters 13, which I liked, which is everybody had something to say to everybody, but in here only certain people have something to say to people.
Right. Selection by inspiration.
Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh my god.
Order select.
So there's Luong, who's the character who I thought was Dulong, because he's not in this game, and I was like, oh, it's him, except he transitions, but it turned out not to be true. So sometimes these character models don't look as good. I find the older costumes, because they were designed for 2D sprites, like anyone who doesn't get the new costume, like Kim and King, their costumes I find look very dull. They're just 3D models of their 2D form. They got rid of her double venom spike.
I think you told me before when I asked that even though there's a character named King, this series isn't actually named for her, and I still can't get over it. It's called King of Fighters. She's king. How is this not about her?
Ow. interesting, interesting.
Wonderful! You win!
甘く見られたものね。
Like that whale in the background.
The other thing about the way King keeps being presented and the fact that they keep growing her boobs is that originally her backstory is that nobody knew that she was a woman. But here it's very obvious that she's a woman. I mean, in terms of this way of looking at it, so... Yeah, her clothes break off when she gets beaten up. Because it's a callback to her original story, which was that Ryo, who is not Ryu, except he is Ryu. Ryo found out that she was a woman because she threw a fireball that blew off her clothes. Because that's the only way anyone finds out anything.
I just don't seem to have anything to say about that.
You probably shouldn't. Yeah.
How about that? You win! Yatta! Alice no katsu ne!
So she's like Sakura in that she's a fan. She's a fan of one of the heroes and she just kind of taught herself how to fight, which I always find very impressive. Oh.
I'm a fan of the self-taught heroes.
I like how she gets dizzy after her moves, although it's a little annoying. Ow. Ow!
Interesting body language between the two of them.
Is it?
Yeah. Very different senses of what kind of presence they have in a room.
Yep. No, Ollie is watching. Hi, Ollie. Why are you watching? Confusion Girls is watching.
Oh, that's right. I had you full screen for a while. I forgot to check the chat for in case anyone needed to be booted.
I'm sorry. Nobody needs to be booted.
Not yet. Who knows what the future holds?
That's true.
But hopefully, no intrusive jokes.
Oh, they got rid of her ability to do that in the air? What can't? Does she have an air move? Nope.
Well done! You win!
甘く見られたものね。さあ、いらっしゃい。
Round 2! Ready? Go!
こっちよ。
Okay, Ollie. I guess. I'm trying to remember her moves. Illusion dance. Oh, that's in the air. Plus double kick. I hate when he's back.
What are they shipping on this train anyway, besides violence?
Violence. People. They're shipping King of Fighters. Oh no! Oh, I'm so scared. Oh no.
Awesome finish.
You lose.
That was a max move.
Round 4. Ready?
Okay. Here's the problem. I don't remember how to use her anymore. Oh no. I'm alright. School started again. I'm testing out my new webcam. I'm writing a script for my next video. And I'm playing King of Fighters. It's Pirate Girl. Wow, look at that background. Legs are too short.
Very masculine.
So see, if you miss with it, she like does that. You can do different things to. Ow!
Swords seem like they should be against the rules. Here you go.
School's good. It's really cold here. Is it really cold for you too, Ollie? Because you actually live in Canada. It's probably even colder for you. It's even snowing in Florida. Oh my god. That's so easily blocked.
Incredible.
You lose.
Round 3. Ready?
Oh, that was an interesting visual choice.
甘く見られたものね。
25C is kind of bad. It's not Karuru! She's from Samurai Spirits, and she's like from the 1200s or something. I've always wondered why she's in this game. Probably time travel. They introduced time travel in the last game. This is like King of Fighters universe is like everything. It has magic, it has martial arts, and then it had magic, demons, and then they introduced clones. The clone saga was something, and cyborgs, and now they have time travel. Oh no. I really like her baggy trousers and sleeves. What, Nakaru? Yeah, Nakaru is awesome. The problem is that Vice is not the type of character that I'm good at using because she's very grapply and I don't really use grapply characters. So...
Maybe I should have just asked who you felt comfortable with.
It's alright. I can use anyone. It's like Mara Jade, I can fly anything. Oh my god. So Leona bothers me because it's like her boobs are so bouncy in this game, and it's like, wear a bra, Leona, you're a military officer. She's from Ikari Warriors, or at least she's not from Ikari Warriors, her two friends are, but she was made up for King of Fighters, but she's part of the Ikari team.
Maybe she gets her power from the bounce.
So it seems like Gay is streaming quite well, and secondly is that there's not too much delay because people are reacting to him pretty fast.
That's a good sign.
I need to remember her super climax special move.
Alright, battle the warning.
Rotate forward, backwards, and then I can do that. Oh no, they should have blocked it! Ow. Rude.
Unacceptable.
Yes! KO victory! You win!
3.
Mission start.
Round 4!
Ready?
Go!
Toria! Toria! Toria!
Rude. And her clothes ripped off again, even though she was slammed onto her neck. Okay, thanks, you can do it. I believe in you. Except I don't remember how to use any of your moves. Okay, let me see, check her moves. Oh, that's a double rotate. Backwards plus kick. And what? You had that game on. How old are you? Amiga.
It's retro. Popular.
I barely know what an Amiga is. Oh well. It's Ryo, who is totally not Ryu. Ryo is a ripoff of Ryu.
Oh yes, and his friend Con.
His friend is Robert, actually, but it's the same thing. It should be Con.
Yes. His friend with the perfectly ordinary American name.
Who's a rich boy?
I guess I don't understand that well. I have failed you. I don't know Street Fighter well.
Oh. No.
Good fight.
You lose.
That's an exciter for me.
俺と共に来てくれ。
それはどういう
Oh yeah, I hate that King of Rio is supposed to be in love.
それを支える強靭な獅子、そして精神力。
Or at least King is in love with Ryo and he just cares about fighting because he's actually Ryu.
本となると思う。
そういうことね。そりゃそうよね。びっくりした。
俺が勝ったら嫌でも引き受けてもらうぜ。
考えてて。
Hey, that sounds rapey, dude.
Yep. Yep. Look.
Hell.
Congratulations! You win!
Hey, win!
見られたものね。
Time to bring some airflow to this party. That's a nice
Yeah.
victory.
Yuri is usually on the women team, but she's also the sister of Ryo, so
そういえば、お兄ちゃんの道場の特別師範をやって
the
ほしい。
original all-woman team was King, Yuri, and mine. They were from Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury. And usually at least two of them are on the team, and they have new members sometimes. Nice combo.
As much as the idea that you can produce a fireball is pretty weird, I find myself even more puzzled by the idea you can block a fireball.
So this is Robert. He grew up beard and mustache in this game. He usually is clean shaven.
Oh, so this must be Treble from the Mirror Universe.
Yes. How are you able to turn Robert backwards that fast?
It's a habit. I'd been reversing it automatically in my head for a couple of minutes anyway.
That's good.
And then you made that remark about the mustache, so...
Look at that.
That was a nice finish.
So this is
Nice victory pose.
the girl with the red hair and the weird outfit, as you'll see, is Vanessa. She was added in to be an older female character. She's supposed to be a housewife who doubles as an assassin. I have no idea why she dresses like that or why she has suspender thongs. She's only 31, so that's not even that old. And some of these at this point, some of these characters should be in their 50s because King of Fighters 94 was the first one, and they go chronologically. Like the next one is 95, and it took place in 1995, a year later. Each one takes place a year later, so they should have, even if you don't count the times they weren't making games.
They're still 24 years older.
Well, they should be at least like 10 years older, 15 years old. They shouldn't all still be in high school.
Well, they graduated high school, but now they're working undercover as high school students.
It's like Jump Street. King of Fighters is actually the Jump Street of video games. That explains it. So if you notice, I like characters who are able to go outside and inside. It's a boxer. Wow. So it's like being able to strike from afar and being able to go inside. Oh my god.
That didn't seem like a very boxer kind of move.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did it.
It's K. He's a clone. He's one of the Kyo clones.
Uh-huh. One of the characters I nearly
He looks
suggested.
well, he looks awesome because everyone in this game looks awesome.
I was pretty much basing my recommendations. Or in King's case, who looks like a lesbian bartender.
She is a lesbian bartender. Well, she's not canonical. No one in this game is canonically gay, but she's basically gay with Mirai. Oh no. Got you. Marvel sliding timeline? It is the Marvel sliding timeline. Robert, that's an exciting fighter name for sure. It's a cutscene.
Timestamps would be really nice on these so that you could see how long Omar has been sitting in the chat for.
Yeah. So I don't know why he's the champion of the King of Fighters. Because it's like Kyo's been in every single one, and as far as I know, he wins every single one. I know there's a different hero team for every arc. In Ash, Kay was an anti-hero and Ash was an outright villain, up until he sacrificed his life to close the time part on the last game. And now I have no idea what the plot is. It looks like somebody's dad.
一人で戦うアンドのこそ真のチャンピオンという事実フルパワーでかかってこい
I don't think you should smoke and fight. It seems like a bad idea.
A lot of things you shouldn't do while you smoke.
Well, you shouldn't smoke in general. I think that's probably bad for your health, but you know, and you shouldn't smoke and like fight, but you should smoke and fight at the same time.
He wants to give you a sporting chance. But this is a sensible decision on his part.
Yes.
Cheers, have fun.
I could like catch him. That hurt?
was perfect.
You lose. Let's have a blast.
Final round. Ready? Go!
And one more boss to go. I probably won't be able to beat him with this team, because I have one character who I don't really know how to play.
Oh no.
And now, so this is where, like, the King of Fighters series has always been sort of the Marvel movies now, before it became a thing, but here. So maybe you shouldn't smoke and fight.
As we see. But then, how would you unleash your transformation into a fire spirit?
So, like, isn't this so much like a superhero movie now? You got, like, all of a sudden the sky turns blue. At this point, I feel like the King of Fighters is just sort of mocking itself, where it's like, of course, every final boss has to be an energy being from another dimension. So it's just like, it doesn't matter anymore why, it just happens.
This is just how it works. You can't become a champion fighter with playing host to an energy being.
Order select.
No, Mr. Champion. Versus verse.
Yep, we must fight verse.
There's the Firefly reference. You fight the universe.
相手するわ
Round one.
Oh my. I hate SNK bosses.
Even if you lose, they're gonna be disqualified from the champion dimensional entity.
That should be what happens. He like kills everyone and then they just disqualified, he leaves. It's just like, damn it.
I just wanted the trophy.
Incredible.
You lose.
Alright, Alice, I believe in you.
Turns out the true secret to defeating this boss is grapples.
Oh no. You almost did it, Alice.
Victory.
Have one more super in you. Come on.
面白い
Vikes, I'm counting on you. No. Yes, we did it. I did it. I beat it. I didn't drop. I didn't lose.
Congratulations.
あんたはまだ
Yes,
役に立ちそう
impressive.
だからね消滅させるのはなしにしとく
And now we get the obligatory space laser that shoots into the sky. Isn't this so Marvel?
Space laser is the only way to travel.
Champions have won an amazing victory.
あんたの社長は無事です。社長も無事です。
Is he also the president? Is that supposed to be Trump?
おそらく救助の舞台かと思われます。全世界の皆さん、
Is he the champion of fighting and the president? What's he the president of?
キングオブファイターズをご覧の皆様、衝撃的な展開、激闘の末、新チャンピオンが誕生いたしました。それではスタジオにお返ししま
How leaders
す。
determine
ABC クレメンス・ベラミーが
who wins
決
it
勝会場よりお送りしました。さようなら。
And now we also... Adding to the fact that this game feels like it's a dated game, it's like, even the music sounds dated. This sounds like something from the 2000s. This is from 2016. I really thought at least 2009. It does feel like a much older game. Like even the graphics look, like it looks like Street Fighter 4. Like it looks like at like one of the older 3D 2D games. It doesn't look like one of the newer. It doesn't look like Mortal Kombat or Injustice. Like Injustice 2, for all my issues of Injustice, like looks beautiful. And this doesn't at all. It looks nice, but it looks nice for like a mid 2000s or late 2000s fighting game. And even like the music sounds like kind of old to me. I do like the music though. And like, because a lot of the character designs came from like the early 2000s. Well, a lot of it came from the late 90s, early 2000s, but especially the more modern looking ones. Like a lot of like Vanessa's outfit, Kay looks like an edgelord, and you can tell he was made in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It's silly. I like the look of this game. I know, I love it. I actually really like this game. I like the last game too. It just indulges in the silliness, and I always love the over-the-top costumes. Like King of Fighters is one where even the guys are all decked out like fashion models, and I like it. Like Alice isn't that out of place. She's wearing that oversized sweater and the like bikini bra. And it's like, how would you fight in that with like the belt? But it's like, how does Iori fight? Well, he doesn't have the belt between his legs anymore, but he used to. Or like,
yeah, having everyone.
Yeah, everyone at least looks hot, and that's cool. That was an extremely long credit sequence. I guess games take a lot of people making them now. Thank you for playing. I like that they thank you for playing.
Yeah, that is nice.
New record.
Bit of courtesy.
Okay, unless there's another character you want to see, I'm probably gonna call it. But is there anyone you want to see? I could put them in training.
Member select.
Trish.
Me.
Yeah, is there anyone you want to see?
Still don't know these characters well enough to pick them out. Who's someone you like that we didn't see just then?
Someone I like. Alright.
Someone who's fun to play around with.
I like mine. Mine should be like 40 at least now. So mine's one of my better characters. She kind of snuck up there. where I used her originally in Capcom vs. K2 to give a different look. Okay, so her boobs are really distracting in 3 dimensions because that just looks painful. It's not so much that she's like fan service, because she's been fan service since she was first created in like the 90s, but it's like, that just looks painful. I feel for her. It's like, oh my god.
They look like the sun or some kind of heat rays bearing down on them, and they're both hiding to shelter.
Yes, they're like little animals. So she's a ninja because she totally dresses like a ninja. She can jump off balls like Chun-Li, and she has this. See, I like any character who has the thrust sort of attack. She doesn't really have an air counter, but you can do that for an air counter. And they added that. That used to be one of her normal moves, and they took it away, and now they brought it back to the super, which I like, because it's easier to do. Let me build up my power bar. So Mai is King's girlfriend, or at least she should be, because they founded the all-girls team together, and they pretty much stick together in every game. They're partners. And they were the lead female characters of each of this big series before King of Fighters. Art of Fighting was the ripoff of Street Fighter, and Fatal Fury was the other one. And Mai was like the Chun-Li of Fatal Fury, and King was the female character of Art of Fighting, and then they put them together along with Yuri, who is also from Art of Fighting, but originally she was kidnapped in the first game. So I don't think she was a playable character. She was played in the film by Maggie. Oh, don't remind me that there's a King of Fighters film, because it doesn't count, and Kyo was white in it for some reason. Kyo Kusanagi. Mind you, other Kusanagi seem to get whitewashed in the film now. Okay, so this is Kay, who is totally like... You can tell when he was made. He's such... Like, he was made as the cooler clone hero of Kyo, where it's like, oh, everyone... Because Kyo is like Superman in that, like, he was the hero, but the male fan base doesn't really like him very much, and he has a girlfriend who doesn't fight, and they don't like her. Like Lois Lane.
Final Fan Mythic games seem very dedicated to having an extreme fashion.
So he's got the badass version of everything Ryu and Ken do, right? Like, he's got the fireball, and he's got this ridiculous arcing thing. He was the hero of the Clone Saga. Or anti-hero of the Clone Saga. And then they brought back Kyo, who's supposed to be dead, and Iori, who's supposed to be dead. And then there were a whole bunch of people who played exactly the same. Which is the one where he froze his glasses. Can I give myself max gauge for practice? Oh, that just makes them swear where they stand.
Actually practice.
Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's practice some moves. See, he throws his sunglasses at you and then puts them back on and he beats you up because he's like Wolverine. He was an anti-hero created to lead the series in the late 90s, early 2000s. I used to hate him, but now that they just have him here, I'm like, oh, I miss him. He's cute. He also looks cool. So he's got like, because Kyo has like flames, and you can't control your flames unless you have Kusanagi ancestry. So because he's a clone, he has like a robot hand to control the flames. It's so like 90s. What is Leona's chest doing? It's jiggling annoyingly. It's never, Leona's thing has never, okay, normally her top is fairly covered. She's supposed to be like an army person, right? But it's like, because they've got 3D, they can make it wiggle. Because again, this like takes invented jiggle physics. It feels so quaint. And it's like, it's very distracting because it's like, Leona, you're supposed to be like a military fighter. I'm a sports bra. Anyways, hyper chain drive. That is ridiculous. But
extraordinarily large number of hits.
I always thought automatic combos shouldn't count because it's like I get 45 hits, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it seems like a fake combo. It won't really count.
Member select.
Here's Kyo. That's his new costume. I'll show you Kyo's old costume too. Kyo's my best character.
Stage select.
It's more of a DOA thing. It is a DOA thing. He dresses like he should be in Final Fantasy. He does. Okay, so that's his old, on the right side, that's his old costume. This is his new costume, which is like, oh, look how many pockets that has. This is so many pockets. It's like filled with pockets. He's got a chain. This is a combination of a bunch of costumes he wore. It's mostly a derivation of the costume he wore after he came back from the dead, when he lost the headband and the school uniform. I always liked his original look. I think it looks better.
He left his headband and uniform in the world.
He might have. After he died, and he came back, and then like he wore a white jacket. It doesn't look quite like that, and doesn't have that many pockets. He did have a chain, which again, do people still wear chains for their jeans and pants? Wasn't that like a 90s OOs thing? Anyways, this is their classic Kyo. He plays like where he's got the sword. He doesn't have a fireball anymore. Originally in 94 and 95 he did, and then they changed him to this, and this is how I like playing him. Because the fireball counter is too... it's not that good. Like, I like characters that can go backwards and forwards really fast like that and get in close, and then just pound them with uppercut moves. Okay, so this music is Saka. Kyo's music in every game is called Saka, which is where the SNK headquarters used to be. And this is a combination of all his themes over the years. I like that the KOF 13 and KOF 14 feel like love letters to the KOF fanbase. Like, normally I kind of get sick of these things, but because the KOF, it's not really a popular series in North America, and because like it almost died at one point, 2000 was almost the last game. I feel it's acceptable to write a love letter to fans who stuck around.
They have a good one for that.
I mean, just as long as you don't get stuck too much in nostalgia.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to do a combo that we used to be able to do. Oh, anyways. Oh yeah, if you look at the names, by the way, the reason K is named K is with the little dash is he's the clone of Kyo. There were also like K9999, who I think was the villain. There were a bunch of Ks. There were a bunch of different Ks who were clones of Kyo. And
The K Squad.
K999, I believe, was like ripped off of Akira and the anime. And Kula, who is K's girlfriend, sort of. She's a girl who sticks around him. She's an ice clone of Kyo, who's a girl. Don't ask. What's this?
I think I could get whoever dresses them to dress me.
That'd be so good. I like, they have the best fashion. Here's Kyo, here's Iori, and I'll show you old Iori. Iori is the anti-Kyo. He was Kyo's enemy from the rival clan, who has purple flames instead of red flames, because his clan sold out the other clan to the demon Orochi. So okay, so how he used to look is on the right. He has that belt between his legs, and it bothers everyone. Like, whenever I show my non-KO fans, they're like, how does he kick?
That must be a very elastic belt.
And now he just looks like Again, he looks like he came out of the late 90s or early 00s. He looks like he came out of the J-Rock scene or something.
It looks like a vampire hiding from...
His hair is getting ridiculous. It even covers his face even more than before. But yeah, they look so fashionable and fine. I'm okay with this. Oh, he wears 2 belts on either one of his on both his legs now. Maybe they gave him back his flames. He lost his flames in the last game.
Hey, it's a fuse strike.
So as you see, he's got like the different versions. So he's a fireball. Kyo used to have this fireball in the first 2 games. They got rid of it, which I like. I don't want them to be exactly the same, like Ken, Ryu, and Akuma. Okay, so given his eyes change color, I'm guessing that that's their Orochi curse. Oh, what's this? This is him.
A vampire?
Well, his blood is cursed by the demon Orochi because his ancestors sold out the clans to gain his power. So at the end, Orochi tries to control him and turn him against Kyo, who he's sworn to kill anyways because his father abused him and made him hate Kyo. But he turned on Orochi instead, and then he holds Orochi for Kyo to fire blast them all, and then they die. And then they come back because they're popular. And
is that how death works?
yes, you come back if you're popular. Isn't that why Jesus is coming back?
Not popular enough yet, apparently.
Nope. That's why people are trying to convert others. What's his other moves? Oh, you can follow that? Oh. Times 4? That's how we're going to Oh, that's how you... Wow. That I did not know. How do I know if I did it right? Oh, wait a second. It says forward rotate 4 times plus weird. That's fine, isn't it? Oh, right. Did I not get it? How do I know if I got it?
Strike and flame.
Or does that be like... Alright, that seems difficult. This other one. There we go. That's that combo that I used to be able to do. More people are watching. Why is everyone watching? Where are these people watching?
Strange people enjoy things.
It's true. Who should I show? Here's Kua. She also comes in a little dress.
Stage select.
So she's Ice Girl clone.
Ready, go!
So as you can see, she's got similar moves to Kay. She's got that ridiculous uppercut, except it's an ice uppercut. And she's got a counter move, and she can breathe ice. This isn't a super useful projectile because it's got such a weird arc. And she's got this.
Useful from above. Yeah, I didn't know there were any ice characters.
It's nice to have an ice character instead of a fireball character. She's another clone. But she's like a girl inside, or a little girl, so... I'm an edge, fallen arena. Oh, I could probably combo those. Second. Glacier Ridge. Okay. I'll show you Athena.
Athena.
Athena's from the video game Athena, which is extremely old and from the 80s.
This roster
also-
is extremely greatest hits.
She's supposed to be a pop star and also a student of Kyo, like a classmate of Kyo. She's a schoolgirl pop star and also crushes on Kyo. I guess she could be like Wonder Woman given that she's shipped with Kyo, but for some reason, okay, she should really be in her 30s at least now, and it's like for some reason she's still like this tiny girl. And her purple hair especially looks weird in the close-ups and CGI because it's not clear why it's purple. So one of the things I hate about her uppercut is that if you miss it, Chica kind of floats down and makes you so vulnerable. You're supposed to be able to juggle people like that. Although, I'm usually not very good with it.
That's the second character who's felt like very Alice.
Oh wow, that's like a Dragon Ball move. So her super used to be that all the different costumes she's ever... Okay, so the running joke of Athena is that she has a different costume in every game. And that she constantly changes her mind on what she looks like. That's kind of how they retconned it. But they constantly change her costume. So her final move in the last game was that she hit you with all her different costumes.
Aha. It's a bit...
Now she just throws a spirit bomb at you. It's kind of creepy how cute she is. She's like younger than she's ever been before. I feel like she ages backwards. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it. So, thanks for watching my test stream. I'm glad everything went well. I'm glad my new webcam works. I'm glad everything is good. So I should stream more later.
News.
And thanks for watching. Bye.